that in February this year, the governor of the CBN, while addressing the Bankers Committee at a summit on the economy in Lagos, informed the committee about the Naira devaluation against the USD. He added that the exchange rate stood at 410 Naira to the dollar, which was 7.6% weaker than the rate of 379 published on the website of the CBN on that same date. Further note that while the value of the Naira relative to the US dollar has declined by 9% in the last 6 months, the South African rand and the Ghanaian cedi have appreciated by 11.4% and 1% respectively. For instance, further details as presented show that in January of 2021, the Naira's official rate was 377 Naira. But by June 7th of this year, it has moved up to 411 Naira. The South African rand, on the other hand, has exchanged for about 15.14 rand to the US dollar in January and gone to 13.41 rand as of June of this year. Same thing with the Ghanaian cedi, which has appreciated by 5.8% in the last 6 months. Aware that the CBN has adopted multiple exchange rates since last year in a bid to avoid an outright devaluation, the official rate used as a basis for budget preparation and other official transactions differ from a closely controlled exchange rate for importers and for investors and exporters known as the Nigerian Autonomous Foreign Exchange Rate Fixing Methodology, the NAFEX. The Naira has traded in a tight range between 400 Naira to 430 Naira, which has closed at 502 Naira in the parallel market, which is regarded as illegal by the CBN. Further aware that some experts believe that Nigeria devalued the Naira to record low against the dollar on the official market, which is a strategy to unify multiple exchange rates to boost the dollar supply through direct interventions. Concerned that devaluation is likely to cause inflation because imports will be more expensive due to the dependence on raw materials imported into the country, while aggregate demand increases will cause demand pull on inflation. Further concerned that devaluation of the Naira makes life more difficult for Nigerian youth, especially those in the IT sector whose businesses are online and must necessarily transact businesses in the US dollars. It also produces real wages as well as result into low wage growth and rising costs on goods and services. Worried that enormous and rapid devaluation may scare off international investors, it makes investors less willing to hold government debt because it effectively reduces the actual value of their holdings. Further worried that if consumers have debts,
take your seat.
They will see a sharp rise in the cost of their debt repayment after devaluation. Mr. Speaker, the House therefore resolves, 1, to urge this Honorable House to direct the CBN to urgently put in place a policy to check further devaluation of the Naira and direct the House Committee on Banking and Currency to ensure compliance as well as report back to the House for 2 weeks, for further legislative action. I so move, Mr. Speaker.